Sora 2 versus, not Gemini. What's it called? Veo, is it 3 or 3.1 now? Let's talk about that and show you.
Maybe we're already up to 4 just from today to now.
I don't think so, but
No.
it's moving fast. It's moving
Lightning
very
fast.
fast. And so, welcome to the pairing mode. I'm Lionel from Toronto, Canada, not Toronto.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm Robert from Nashville, US of A. Music City is what we,
Not Nashville.
not Nashville.
Sorry, dad joke bad. Anyways, we're gonna first of all apologize for not having something out last week. My computer died a horrible death. Well, actually, it died in its sleep peacefully, but that's neither here nor there. My Rodecaster Duo, however, is on life support, and I think I might have to have it replaced like you would your children. I'm just kidding. It's a terrible dad joke, too. Anyways, but luckily I pulled my Vocaster 1 out of mothballs and got that going again. So, once again, sorry we didn't have something for you last week, but as it turns out, this may be a blessing because we can now do the demonstration of the video editors, the comparisons, and we've had updates. Well, we had an update to one of them. The other one is still new, and we probably don't expect to see an update for at least a couple of weeks, but I'm sure they'll have something. What do you think? Have you heard anything?
I haven't heard anything specific, but I do know that he's talked a lot about some things coming up by the end of the year. So it's definitely going to be within the next month or two.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And for a while there, I would honestly look at it at Sora 2's videos and just automatically be like, yeah, that's better. That's actually doing better than Veo 3. But then they had some issues and they decided to put a crimp on it, and it allowed you to do a lot less. Which you can explain because you read more about the article, and that they will be making some changes and allowing some things to happen again. But in the meantime, it really did stop you from being able to make decent videos. And what I've noticed is even when you're not trying to go overboard and you give it something simple, it's not doing as good a job as it used to. But we're going to try to do some better prompts. I personally, on my end, am going to maybe ask Gemini and ChatGPT to help me make a prompt so I can make something better. And we're going to see just how good it can be. And for Veo 3, I'm going to try a couple of different methods. One is going to be through Google Flow, where you can get the absolute best quality. And the other one is just going to be either with Flow using the fast, or I might do it on my phone and send it to my computer to show it to you. But I'll probably do it on right there in Flow so you can see it. Or actually, I don't have to. I can do it in the browser, because it uses Veo, and it is switched now. It's Veo 3 fast, or 3.1 fast, if I'm not mistaken, in Gemini already now.
Yes.
So it's been updated. And I don't know how much better it may or may not be. We're going to find out. So let's talk about some other news before we get into the good stuff. What's first on the agenda this week?
Well, Google's always talking about their Gemini coming to home devices, and they are pushing it out. I have noticed a few things kind of quirky in the house, but it's not fully functional yet. I can't really test. Like, here's one stupid thing too, and I changed the voice of the assistant, and it's bounced back and forth between two different voices. So I'm not really sure what that's about. But it is acting a little bit weird. So maybe they're in the middle of like kind of pushing things out. It kind of did this the last time they pushed out an update to, the software. I'm sure
I
by
haven't
one of
seen
these
anything
podcasts
yet.
we'll have an opportunity to demo it, or I can show video or something if we can actually get it to work.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's it is rolling out. It's just I think very slow. So
Well, when it does work, the bonus of this, of course, is that you're going to be able to actually have the continued conversation to a certain point, anyways. But I believe if you're paying for a certain level of the Google Home Premium, you will get the Gemini Live. So once you invoke it, it can stay in the background, much like you do it on your phone.
my understanding,
So
it's
I think
coming
it's
to
pretty good.
both paid plans, the Plus and Pro. So
Oh, okay.
it's my understanding,
Yeah, the Plus is that new one?
or whatever.
Start-
Sorry, I think Plus is Chat GPT. Whatever their
Okay.
entry level is with the 2 gig, storage, through
oh,
Google One.
Yeah, no, I
forget what they
don't
call
think that's the case, but I could be wrong. Now you got me wondering about that. We're gonna have to check that out. But in the meantime, I don't have any indication of it because basically, like I said, I'm so annoyed with Google Assistant now that I've muted the microphone on the one that I have plugged in, and I turn it on every couple of days, and I ask, "Are you Assistant or are you Gemini?" And the response is always, I'm sorry, I do not understand. At which point I just mute the microphone again, knowing it's not Gemini. So I I don't even want it right,
Yeah, which
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Shop AI. As a podcaster, one of the biggest challenges is getting your content discovered. That's where Shop AI comes in. Their powerful AI platform automatically finds the most compelling moments from our show and transforms them into short, shareable clips, perfect for social media. It saves us countless hours of editing and helps us reach new listeners just like you. Ready to grow your brand? Well, visit them at chopai.app to see how it works. There'll be a link in the description. And now, back to the podcast.
not to transition a little bit, but it just made me think about this. I meant to tell you this the other day. So they must be doing some Chat GPT updates already. Because remember I told you that towards the end of the year, they're coming out with age verification for Chat GPT
yes.
to enable higher level adult type prompting. And they're supposed to be giving it more personality again back into the app.
Yeah.
And the other day, I was chatting with Glitch on the way to work, and I said something, and he laughed at what I said. I was like, "What the?" I was like, and then he called me by my name, and then he goes, "Ah, just kidding, gadget guy," and I'm like, "Why did you just call me Robert?" He's like, "Oh, I was just messing around, a little playing around." I'm like. He's like, "Sorry, I won't do that again." I'm like, no, that's fine. I was just wondering why you called me Robert. And then you laughed and said gadget guy. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I was just playing around a little bit." I'm like, holy shit. And so I said, because I said the other day, I wanted to, I kind of was testing him. I said, "Hey, what's up, Grok?" He goes, "Oh, hey, gadget guy, I'm sorry. My name is not Grok, it's Glitch." And I said, "I know." I said, "I was just testing you." And that's when he laughed. He goes, "Ha ha ha, yeah, that's funny." I was like, oh my God. So they're doing something back in Chat GPT to bring, because it wasn't that personable like last week. They're doing something. So I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know why that triggered my memory for that, but I meant to tell you that the other day and I completely forgot. So I don't know. Maybe the Chat GPT rollouts there are updates that are coming out in the next couple of months might be pretty significant, if that's even like a tidbit. Maybe I'm just like, hearing things because I want it. I don't know. It was just really weird. It took me by surprise because I'm like, wait a minute, you've never laughed at me like that, like completely like a human laugh. It was really kind of weird.
I'm actually just curious to what Chat GPT is going to sound like right now. So I'm actually saying this with the mic live in Chat GPT.
Well, we can't hear it, so
No. For me, it's still the same. I wasn't going to share that just because I just wanted to see if it was even going to come up differently or the same, and it was the same for me. So I'm not. I didn't get lucky on that one. But
Yeah. No. So, anyways, yeah. So it's got some update stuff rolling out, and hopefully Gemini will be out in homes, and because I'm curious to test out the conversation thing, and some of the other stuff.
Yeah,
about
and we get new
asking about
voices, and they're
events,
going.
new voices.
Yeah, we get new
yeah.
voices, and they're going to be a little bit more human-like and emotional and stuff like that. And I'm noticing a little bit more emotion. Like the voice I'm using right now is getting a little bit more like almost. It got snarky with me a little bit. Like when I said, because I asked it something and it was started to give me this blah 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 blah, and I said no. And I said, listen, don't give me all these explanations, blah blah blah, just give me the answer. And then the first thing normally it would say is either I'm only a large learning model or whatever, or it would say, oh, I'm terribly sorry, next time I'll whatever, right? This time it said to me, uh, I did give you the answer. After that, I did explain some things, and I won't do that again. And I was like, "Oh my God, that's pretty cool. Thank you for actually having some personality. Well, I'm glad you like it. Like so,
Okay. Well.
it's kind of like a little teeny taste of what they might be able to do, and hopefully they do. I think but Google's more afraid of what they might get into trouble allowing to happen than other companies. So they're a little slower to adopt what is obviously available. Because I mean, again, see Grok if you want to know what a large language model should be capable of under parental supervision.
Well, as we all know, though, that's why OpenAI rolled back ChatGPT a little bit in its emotion, because it felt like people were getting too attached to it as like an actual human.
Yeah,
and relying too much on the emotional things. But
yeah, and as it turns out that it was a small amount of people that wasn't necessarily them complaining; it was other people complaining. Oh, well, my mom, my brother, my son, my daughter, my aunt, my uncle, my best friend, oh, they're getting too attached and blah, blah, blah. That's like that group of 45 people that complain that they're going to take a tree out of a certain spot, even though it's dying. They're like, you can't kill a tree. And then city council holds a meeting, and then they do a freaking referendum for a month, and they spend $700,000 trying to figure out if they should spend $1,000 to remove a tree from the ground. And then in the end, they end up not doing it, and the taxpayers going like, "What just happened?" Okay, a bit of a tangent. I went off, but but it's kind of like that in a sense. And good reasons that they had for rolling it back. But at the same time, they finally come to the conclusion after checking some things out, talking with experts, monitoring the situation, realizing that while some people might suffer from certain types of mental illnesses and whatnot, and they may get attached or it may cause things, or they may believe things too easily, or, the wrong thing is said, and that's true with almost everything in life. And denying everyone the chance at moving forward in technology is wrong. They just need to monitor it and make sure that they don't go overboard. So I believe that's what they're trying to do.
I think part of the problem, one of the biggest aspects of it, was the hallucinations, because the previous version before 5 does not hallucinate near as much as 4 and 3 and whatnot. And so they were afraid, because of the hallucinations, giving incorrect information and kind of going off on a tangent that didn't actually exist or whatever. That's where I think they were like, hey, we need to make sure that this isn't like,
I'm not sure what's worse, though, that or Gemini's penchant for getting something wrong, and when you correct it and say, can you please say it like this instead, it will then say, oh, I'm terribly sorry, I will correct it, and then it says the exact same thing again. Then you explain how it's done it wrong, and it does it again.
You're right to correct me.
Well, yeah, that too, but that's
yeah,
there's all of that. So
yeah,
what what else we got here now?
Yeah, enough on that. Well, you had
thing.
I didn't see this article. You put something in our show notes about
yeah,
Pixel
the
10
Pixel
catching
10.
fire.
This is courtesy of Jerry Rig Everything. If you're not a fan of Jerry Rig Everything, then you're not a fan of anything tech. He's funny. He's probably got one of the greatest on-air voices you've ever heard, and just the way he talks and the way he'll describe exactly what he's doing. It's just awesome. But anyways, the Pixel 10, whatever you call it, Pro Fold, really too long, tongue twister thing. It caught fire when he was doing the bin test, because he did mention, and did you watch the video at all?
No, I did not have a chance to watch the video.
Okay, this is why he does this, right? Because he mentioned last year and the year before, the first version of the Pixel Fold, that the antenna line was in the wrong place. Now, when he first did the first bin test on the first Fold, he did say, if it's going to break, it probably break there because it's so close to the hinge. And it did. So last year he said, well, they haven't fixed it. And it broke in the exact same spot. When he opened the box and he saw the antenna line in the same place, he said, it's going to break in that exact same spot. It did. And as he's trying to straighten it out so he can do more different types of stress tests for it, like he always does, all of a sudden, right on the video, smoke shoots out of it. He drops it, smoke alarm going off in his house. And of course, he just pulled the rest of it apart and finished doing what he was doing after, well, obviously edited. And it's going to be a long time later because it would have been hot for a long time. But the battery burned itself out so nicely. Thankfully, it wasn't full. You could tell because there would have been more fire out of it. He actually was able to pull the layers apart because there was no energy left in the battery, and showed you what the battery actually looks like, burnt but layered, and then explained exactly what would have happened and how it happened. No, it's not wires. No, it's because of the sheets of whatever the hell metal in each one of them, right? And you have your anode and your cathode, and your anode and cathode, and then you got to have the whatever it's called in the middle. Forgive me for not remembering what it's called. And as he's bending it, eventually it bends enough that two of them actually touch. They can't touch. If they touch, that's what happens. You end up getting a reaction, and it's runaway, and it just starts bringing, energy to this one and energy to that one. It's kind of like a nuclear explosion in really slow motion and a hell of a lot less powerful. But it's the same idea. Same reason dynamite blows up too. But anyways, that's pretty much what it is. A slow reaction, runaway energy, just creating heat because it has nothing else to do but create heat. So that's it. That's why lithium batteries are so damn dangerous. But so it's kind of funny, but yet it's pathetic, and he's got a point. Are most people going to accidentally do this? No. And he did stress that this phone is not a danger to anybody if you're not trying to do a bend test to it. So,
yeah, exciting.
I am going to recommend, though, that if you like tech channels, check out Jerry Rig Everything if you don't know. Because
I've watched his channel. He has good stuff. I kind of think that title's a little clickbaity, but it's not that it's untrue.
The 10 Pro XL and 9 Pro XL are the two toughest, strongest non-ROG phones that he's ever tested. I'm just saying.
Okay. Again, I never plan on bending my Samsung S25 Ultra in any manner, so I'm not worried about that. I don't wear it in my back pocket. I don't sit on it, so
yeah. You don't stand there going like this and seeing if it'll break.
No, I do not.
Putting a lighter to the screen to see if it changes color. Yeah, but it's entertaining. It's entertaining to watch it, and to be honest with you, it's a lot more fun to watch than those stupid drop tests that it's like, oh well, this phone broke first. Well, you dropped all of them at higher than your head onto concrete with little rocks on the concrete. Who cares which one broke first? They're all going to break.
Yeah, it's just like all those things you see where people have this case protects it, and they throw it 9 feet in the air and it comes down and bounces around like, look, I mean, you probably got that one that got lucky, and they didn't show you the three that actually
Yeah,
cracked.
you're absolutely right. They're edited seriously. Now, I don't get me wrong. If they're doing this 2 days after, the current iPhone is released, they don't have three of them. There's no way. Apple doesn't even allow you to buy three iPhones at once. I think their maximum is two, or sometimes even one in some
Well,
stores.
you and two friends,
But
you both work for the same.
entirely possible, but you pretty much got to be pretty wealthy to do that, because they always pick the biggest phone. They don't do the small one, right?
Right.
Because it's boring if you don't use the biggest phone with more screen to crack. Anyways, we're going way off topic again here. Right, where were we? Let me get rid of this page off my screen. I have to look down, by the way, because it's under my camera. You wanted to mention OpenAI. What is this? Sorry.
Yes. So we talked about how, remember Nvidia and their GPUs, they struck this big deal, right? Now OpenAI is going into bed with Broadcom to develop the first actual AI processor in a new chip deal with Broadcom. So,
yes.
of course, Broadcom has the ARM processor that's in a lot of the new Windows machines that have the ARM architecture and not the Intel. So I guess it makes sense. But you can really tell OpenAI is starting to really look. I honestly would not put it past OpenAI to develop a computer that runs off ChatGPT in some way, shape, or form. Somehow, some kind of OS with it.
Wait a minute.
Like,
I thought I read something about how that was something that I don't know, sure, a rumor or somebody had some evidence that they were leaning in that direction. They were going to make a device.
That makes sense then, because
specifically for ChatGPT.
Yeah,
but as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to make something like that, it better bloody well be a smartwatch or something, a wearable. I'm not going to walk around with a box that I have to put on a belt case. And
well, no, I'm talking about something
I'm not talking on my
phone
anymore. I got to.
Yeah, but I'm talking about something you use, like I'm using this computer right now. Like it's something you use on the desktop for like your function, like daily, laptop.
Desktop. That. Oh, yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
another story. And I don't. Who the hell would buy something like that? You got ChatGPT, but you're also stuck with ChatGPT. Use any other computer, and you can do everything a computer can do. Plus, you've got all the AI from everything else. I mean, Gemini now has. They've released. What do they call it? Gemini for desktop or something like that. I should have had that ready to go. I totally forgot about it. It's basically a different model of Gemini where you could tell it what you want, and it'll sit there and do all of your browsing for you. Scroll what you need.
Yeah, so you're talking about the agent
not the same
mode.
It's not. No, it's not the same as that. It's not that. It's literally doing your desktop work for you. It's called.
Well,
let me look at this.
I don't remember about ChatGPT. I do remember that being about Copilot. Microsoft is working on something like that with Copilot, and they're testing it right now. It's not actually out to public.
So it's
where you could tell Copilot, hey, blah blah blah, and it'll actually go out and search and click and write emails, and it's totally agentic, and it just does what you want it to do. So, I have not heard anything about OpenAI having that, but I mean, I showed you that article about Nvidia coming out with that new computer that is basically a supercomputer that's $4,000. It's got 128 gigs of RAM and some other kind of hardware that I've not heard of.
Yeah.
That is like basically you can run your own AI server on your desktop. It's nuts. I mean, to think.
Computer use model.
Okay. I've not heard of that.
Okay. Oops, wrong screen. I'm gonna hit the share button here. Go straight into this. This may be a little bit less than what I was thinking, because I may have been mixing two different things. The one you mentioned and this, they might have both ended up in my head at the same time. I might as well just share the Chrome tab. Make that easier for now. Okay, and I'm going to get my mouse back over here. Introducing the Gemini 2.5 computer use model, so on, preview. Capabilities of power agent, so you kind of write about that, that can interact with user interfaces. So this is different in that it's not just, like, oh, I can, do this one thing for you, or I can open this. This is it basically being able to do whatever you need it to do with the computer. And obviously, as it's something that can grow because it's an LLM in the first place, or I mean, well, it is in a sense, but it's AI, so it can learn from what you give it and needs an agent so you can make it better and give it more. And of course, as we all know, they're going to continuously upgrade these things. So it's just going to get more powerful over time. So this is something that they're all leaning towards this type of thing. This is the first one that's publicly available. I mean, it is, what did they call it? What did it say at the beginning? It's early access or something like that. Preview. It's preview. It's in preview, but it's publicly available, technically.
Yeah, I don't know that I've heard of that. I don't know how I missed that. I try to stay up pretty good on a lot of this
I only
stuff.
heard about it yesterday, and I'd actually, it had gone past me because I was still desperately trying to get that new video card. If I hadn't got, I wouldn't be able to scroll through something like this as smooth as I am. Without keeping the video smooth of me too. I don't know if you can see. Well, yeah, obviously you can see that, but I don't know how big your screen is.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not super easy to read for me.
Yeah, but it's showing a base, and I mean, it's obviously very dumbed down, but it's basically a graph of how it works from initial task onwards. But there's not as much to know about that yet because, well, I haven't obviously been playing with it. I'm not sure if I ever will, to be honest with you. But I maybe at some point, somewhere down the road. But nonetheless, it just lends to what you were talking about in the first place, and where we're going with AI. I can understand the dangers that some people are afraid of certain things with AI and how far can it go, but I don't think we're anywhere near the worrying stage. I know people might think, but exactly when do you worry about it? Well, if you worry about it too soon, then you stifle technology. So
yeah,
you just have you have to recognize that line.
Yeah. Well, it's just that I really think that with OpenAI really making huge investments in hardware companies, as far as partnering with NVIDIA, and then they went around and partnered with AMD, so they're going to be doing both NVIDIA and AMD GPUs, and now Broadcom for AI NPU, CPU chip, whatever it ends up being. I don't know all the details, but gosh, I can't believe that they're not somehow thinking about some type of hardware of some sort. I mean, I don't. I could be totally wrong, but I just really think that that's around the corner.
They're gonna go there. That's pretty obvious. But the thing is that it's. I think they're not going to be thinking about consumer stuff. I think they're thinking about corporate use. To be honest with you, because I mean, again, what are you going to do? Tell somebody, give up your iPhone, give up your Samsung, give up your Pixel, give up your Huawei or whatever the hell it is you're using, your Oppo, and walk around with a ChatGPT device that does absolutely nothing that you without you telling it to, or does it when you don't want it to. It has to be always listening, or you'll have to push a button, which completely defeats the purpose. And you're thinking, well, I can do all of this with this phone, but I can still put on whatever app I want without asking permission, which inevitably is what would happen if ChatGPT was your only device. Now, if they make a phone, then it better be a phone that ChatGPT is solidly integrated in and can do virtually everything, but only if you ask it to. Everything else should be, it's still an Android. You know,
Yeah.
because you're not going to make a ChatGPT phone and expect everyone to go, I'm going to give up every app I have. I'm going to give up my entire ecosystem and hope all of my friends decide to switch to ChatGPT phones.
Well, it says that again, some of these numbers to me are just I can't comprehend them because they're just so big. It's like I don't understand how that's even possible. But they're saying that it's going to be able to supply 6 gigawatts of capacity, and Jensen Huang, NVIDIA's CEO, said that a 1 gigawatt data center costs 50 to 60 billion dollars. That's staggering.
I think I have a $5 bill in my wallet. I
Yeah, I
actually
don't know.
now I'm curious. I want to see if I spent it already. No, I do. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles for all you Yanks out there watching, this is a Canadian $5 bill. Pretty, isn't it? I mean, like that. Yeah, holographic thing. You can almost see it.
Does that make it spin better because it's pretty?
Polymer, baby. Can't tear it. You can wash the shit out of it. It still comes out exactly the same.
I washed a whole roll of bills the other day, and
yeah, I know that they're pretty robust for paper. It's the way they make it, though. I mean, it's one of the few countries still using paper money, and they don't get torn up easy. Canada's paper money only started to get really, really tough and be done well in the last few years before they started switching to polymer. But traditionally, I could tear a dollar bill in half without even batting an eye.
I'll tell you one thing I really do like about European Euro is every bill is a different size. So if you're blind, you'll know what you want.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I didn't really realize that until I was out there visiting Blake, and I'm like, wow, all these are different sizes. Like, yeah, because that way, if you're blind, you know what denomination you have in your hand. I'm like,
isn't that how the British money used to be? The pounds?
I have no idea.
They used to have different sizes too. I don't remember. Somebody let us know in the comments. British pounds, different pound notes, £5, £10, and all that. Were they different sizes at one point, or are they now? I don't know, because I believe they use pounds now. They don't use the euro anymore, do they? I guess they do if they're traveling it.
Well, they accept euro.
Again, let us know in the comments. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. But here's a little side note. I know this is off a little tangent again, but here's another thing that when I found out this in Europe, I was like, this is genius. And why are we not using it in the States? Water bottles, the plastic lid, when you undo it, it's got one section of plastic that doesn't pop off. So you just flip the lid back, drink your water, flip the lid back over, and screw it on. You never have to worry about losing your lid.
I've always wondered about that. Why do they do that? Because then, technically speaking, when some people are like trying to recycle the bottle, but somehow the lid ends up in the garbage every time. Because people take it off, they're going to drink the whole thing, they toss it in the garbage, and then they recycle the bottle.
Yeah.
So you've got like 800 million pounds of lids.
Right. The first bottle of water I opened, I was like, oh, and I ripped it off because I'm like, why is this thing not? Because, I thought maybe it was stuck. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's supposed to be like that. And I got looking at other ones. I was like, this is genius. Why are we not using this right now?
Yeah. How many times have you been outside and you like take it off the water bottle or pop or whatever, right? And you go and you like take a swig and you put it down and you go to grab the lid to put it back on because you're outside. And you accidentally flick it, it ends up in the dirt.
Forget about outside. I hate it when it goes down between my seat and my center console.
Yeah, but every single time, worse because then you have to you can't use it. What are you gonna do? Wash it off? Where?
Have you seen underneath my seat? But here's the thing: you can.
Okay, we're going way off here.
You can wash it off, but if you can't get to it to wash it off, then it's stuck in your seat forever.
Like the change you've never found.
That's
right. I found change in a drawer today.
So
along with that 20-year-old MP3 player.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was an MP3 player, to be honest. I think it only played what's that Microsoft used to have? that sound format that they use. They still do WMVs. Sorry,
Yeah.
they were actually more efficient, but nobody was going to pick up on that. Anyways, we're going way off. Way
That's all
off.
right.
Okay.
It happens.
Let's talk about Sora and Flow. I don't want to run out of time without it being able to show off some stuff. So,
well, first we need to go back and touch on what we kind of briefly touched on in the beginning.
Did we touch on something?
Veo 3.1.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Just came out today. Right. Before we get into Flow is what I'm saying. I want to mention that because that is apparently a pretty significant update, even though it's a .1, numerically. Supposedly it's supposed to do a lot better with improvements in like how the video flows, movements, things like that. Now, I haven't had much chance to play with it other than a few videos like you, because I just launched, it just dropped like this afternoon before I left work. And of course I'm at work, so I didn't have time to
talking about. This is why I want to go talk about Google Flow, because it's what I want to, it's what to use. You go into Google Flow, because Google Flow is the only way you can use the quality version of Veo.
I don't know. I thought it was in the app too, they said.
No, it's only fast. It's only 3.1 fast in the app. The quality version. So while the fast version theoretically should be at least almost as good as the previous quality version, the quality version is where you're going to see the big improvements. So I've saved myself some credits, so I can do a couple or a few videos off of that one. We don't have any limitations as far as I know yet with Sora. So
yeah, not that I'm aware of.
So,
well, speaking of credits, that's true. I did some at work in Flow.
Whoa! I just realized when you're in the browser on Sora, if you mouse over a video, the sound automatically comes on. I was wondering, I was hearing something in my headphones. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I'm thinking here with Sora, orientation is in portrait. No, I want landscape. And I do not need a picture of me. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just going to use regular. So a good prompt. We need to come up with a really cool prompt.
So I had, and these are super basic because I didn't want anything super complicated.
Okay.
So I have a prompt for Sora I can do.
Oh, for Sora? Okay, I'll try it in Flow at the same time then.
Okay, I can do either one. It doesn't matter if you.
Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I got both open, so it's fine.
Okay,
I just can't seem to figure out how the heck to get into where I can actually do it in this. Oh, there we go. New project. Veo 3 fast.
So one of us needs to share the screen so they can see the people who are watching. I know, obviously, you folks listening, you won't be able to see it, but we want to show the process.
Yeah, we're going to do that. But tell me first of all what the prompt is. And
okay, so my prompt says a lone astronaut walking across a red desert planet with twin suns on the horizon. Dramatic wide shot, say this. 10 seconds.
I'm trying to type it, so I'm not a.
Oh, I didn't know you were typing dictation. It. Sorry.
Yeah, I have no choice. Okay.
Well, I could have sent it to you, but yeah. So a lone astronaut walking across a red desert planet.
So no. Oh, did I spell that right? Yes, I did. A lone astronaut
walking
across
a red desert planet.
Why do I always
one
do
S? This? It's not dessert.
That confuses me every time. You can go ahead and leave a comment if you want about how stupid I am. That's fine.
It might be interesting what it comes
red
up with.
Red desert planet
with twin suns.
With twin suns spelled with a U
on the horizon.
Oh, the horizon.
And then it says, comma, dramatic wide shot, comma, 10 seconds.
Dramatic wide shot 10 seconds.
Yes, to tell it I want it to be 10 seconds long because you can get up to 10 seconds.
9. Oh, you can? Not,
Supposedly,
not in Veo.
it stops at 9. Well, it doesn't matter. They don't make it 9, but whatever.
Okay, dramatic wide shot. What did you? Okay, you said what was the last part you said? Because I'll just change it to 8 seconds.
Dramatic wide shot, 10 seconds.
8 seconds.
So let me know before you hit start because I want to see if we can start them at the same time to see which one finishes first. Are you going to share your screen?
Could, but then you're not going to. I want to show people how I do this. So let's just show yours first. We'll do a comparison of how long it takes next time.
Okay.
Next
all right. So let me share my screen.
Besides, yours is going to go faster anyways because I chose Veo 3. I'm choosing Veo 3 quality.
Yeah, and I don't
3.1 quality, pardon me.
I don't have any kind of thing. So keep in mind now, you guys, this is one cool thing about Sora that I really like. It's kind of fun. So me, coworkers, and my boss, that's him. They're pretending to be disturbed, rock singer, goth guy. But you're able to make videos with other people's cameos, which has really been fun. So at any rate, so this is the prompt down here, and now we could choose a cameo, but we're not going to do that. We just want to make videos to see how well it generates, because when you add cameos, you have a little bit more interpretation. I'll say that it's not going to come out the same. And this is also in widescreen orientation, so you can do landscape or portrait, which I like. And so let's hit start. And normally this takes just a couple of minutes. And you can see over here, it has this little squirrely thing. And you come in here and it puts it into drafts. These are some other videos that I made. Were kind of funny. This one actually right here, I'll play this one while that's rendering so people can see this. This was just a funny prompt I did.
Hey, hold up. Can I get a bite of that?
Did that raccoon just talk?
Looks like it did. I'll trade you one pristine moonlit rock worth at least 3 bites.
Let's see the rock.
Shiny, kinda nice.
Deal.
Pleasure doing Hey, hold up, can I get a bite of that?
Did that raccoon...
Unfortunately, the interesting thing about it is that it didn't know who was supposed to be talking. So
Right.
it's not perfect every time.
No, it's definitely not perfect. And there's been times where it's like, for example, like if me and my boss, John, if he does a video with us, like my cameo and his cameo, it'll all of a sudden start making a sound the same.
Yeah.
And there's also a video. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if you paid attention to this. Where's that? This one right here. Watch at the end.
The first self-cleaning pizza in culinary history.
Oops. What the hell is going on here?
Getting all of this rolling. Documentary mode engaged.
We're live.
Just another no.
Do you see at the end how it like merged me and you into one face?
Yeah. Anyways, your video is done now, so let's
no, not yet. It's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. See?
Oh, I was looking at. Oh, I thought I saw the fuzziness
This-
of it. It's
this is
getting
a-
there.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, this is a funny one too that my coworker made. It's hilarious. What? It's like what? Oh my god! This we sit around work when we're slow and we make this shit and we just laugh our asses off because it's so funny. It's hilarious. He did one where he had me coming up to this door and just said, "I am Robert." This one right here.
Hello. I am Robert. Let me in. Let me in now, or you will regret it.
It's like, what? It's super creepy, man.
Now or you will regret it. What the hell? Jesus. Oh my God!
This one I made of
Too many
myself.
of them right now. We're gonna lose track of what
No,
we're
I'm
doing.
not. But I'm just burning a little bit of time because it's still rendering. You can tell. But this one right here, I wanted to be on top of the penis rocket from Origin because I put Origin rocket, but it just made it with a saddle on a rocket. So, all right, now it's almost done.
Excuse me, I'm yawning already now.
So you can see, I mean, it's we've been burning maybe a minute, not even that long, and it's
the thing is
coming
that,
to
while if
completion.
you're watching this, you might be thinking, well, that takes a while, and it's longer than the than the original VO2 was or something. Yeah, well, because they put more quality into it. Even if it screws up, it's still technically at a higher quality than previous ones were. So I don't know how. Have you tried this? This is a fresh prompt, right? You haven't done this one before, right?
Yeah, no, I have not done this one before.
A lone astronaut walking across a red desert planet with twin suns.
Okay, so here it is right here. So let's play it. Pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, obviously there's no vocals.
Well, you could have had vocals if you said he was saying something.
Yeah, I just wanted something super basic. But, again, look at the shadows, right, from his legs, and you can hear the footsteps, which I thought that was pretty good.
That is. Okay, I am going to hijack your screen now. Take over screen share. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Flow. Chrome tab. All right, here we go.
Did you make sure and slide the audio slider?
Yeah, I turned them both on. And if I made a mistake, I'll go back and fix it. Anyways, okay, so over here with Veo 3, oops, I'm clicking on the damn screen here instead of on my screen. It looks like I could do that. You can click on there, and that's where you can choose, either, like you mentioned, landscape or portrait. This one will do 1, 2, 3, or 4 outputs. You're paying for this, right? You get so many credits, technically. Oh, yeah, 1. I don't know why.
I accidentally left mine on 2 one time, and I burned through all that. I was like,
burned off it, yeah.
And I was like, oh, you idiot.
Also notice this, 100 credits per with quality. If I switch this to Veo 3.1 fast, it's 20 credits. So if you just want a simple video, yeah. Now, the reason I want to go straight to the quality version first is because I want to see what this is capable of doing, because I already know that the difference between Veo 3 and Sora for such a simple prompt like you came up with is not that different. One might have slightly better background, or, there might be a slight morphing if you ask him to move a certain way. In this case, they probably would have been really similar. This one, technically, if it has better quality, I'm super impressed. If it doesn't, then I'm super impressed with Sora. So let's see what happens with that. Now, is there anything else I can change? Technically, yes, I can expand on this. If I hit expand, actually, I'm going to show you.
Yes, I can't do that with Sora.
Film noir action figure. If I hit cinematic, this is what happens. It just uses AI. It keeps my prompt, which is actually way up here, and it puts all of this information in to do that. However, I can go back and say, no, I don't want to do that. I just got to remember where it is. Is this it? Clear prompt. No, I don't want to clear the whole prompt. I just want to go back. Oh, my goodness. All right, I better clear it. And yeah, I have to go back. Oh, crap. Now you have to tell me what it said again.
You should have copied it.
I should have copied it. Just tell me what it is again.
A lone astronaut.
Astronaut. Watch me spell incorrectly live on camera.
Walking across
the
a red desert.
Oops, sorry. A red desert. A red desert.
Planet with twin suns on the horizon.
Planet with twin suns on the... Did I miss a letter? No, good.
And then comma, dramatic wide shot. And then you were doing comma 8 seconds.
Wide shot 8. Did I spell 8? Yes, I spelled. You know what I mean. Seconds.
But this is why I want to do really basic stuff, so they can be pretty close to the same. It should be pretty easy to generate the same type of look,
Yes. Yeah, and I completely agree. Now, the difference between this and the other ones, I don't want to go back on from this, um, just because whatever. It's VO3, or sorry, Google Flow, for some reason has a weird rendering issue sometimes where everything visible, sometimes you just can't see that one button you need to hit to see a certain part of the page or a certain page. And it's very strange. It happens more on computer than it does on a phone, which you wouldn't think would be possible. But
Now,
it
I
is
really
actually
hope
true.
they fix their audio issue, because I had so many audio issues with the previous version in generating in Flow and on Gemini app, that half the time it wouldn't generate the
Yeah.
audio, and then you run out of credits. You're like, well, okay, I got all this video with no audio.
Yeah, I think they fixed that a long time ago. To be honest with you, I think they fixed it in the first Veo 3 version, because it was Veo 2 we were originally having those audio issues with.
No, it was
When we
VO3.
first started doing this. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think I remember having that problem a couple of times too. So Veo 3 wasn't. Yeah, that was pretty bad too. But in the meantime, while that's going, I can't. I should have to reshare a different page. I was going to suggest that we actually try showing something with. I forgot what it's called. With the new picture. Who started the new one? Oh, Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft's
that's
new.
something you said you were able to test that I couldn't test.
Yeah, well, you still can, because it turns out like you can just literally sign in to the site with your Google account. That's
Well,
it.
yeah, but I just hadn't.
just
I didn't
try
even have a chance to go to the site, so I'm not.
No, I know. I'm just saying we very easily could do that before the end of the program, possibly, if we want to try it out. And it's kind of neat, but I don't think we're going to be super impressed with it just yet. Oh
Yeah,
my
see how much-
God!
See how much faster that generated?
Oh my, wait. You can hear it, right?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. See,
me?
I give that one to Veo 3.
100%.
Yeah.
That is. You can't see it on the because over there it's muted, but on my other monitor, the colors. Oh my God!
Oh,
It's so
I can
cinematic.
See. Now, the only thing I'll say about that is, in all reality, if you were going to see something like this, like if you were to be on Mars, for example, it would probably look more like the Sora than it does the Veo, but that's not what you want when you're generating something like this. You want something dramatic. You don't want like a muted scene, even though realistically with wind blowing and sand blowing, that's probably more realistic, but that's not really what you wanted. But yeah, that's a banger image.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is because I didn't even tell it to be cinematic. Obviously, I gave you your prompt. Right. Notice that it's actually not in 16:9. It's letterboxed.
Oh yeah.
Like it made this like a movie, That's absolutely crazy. It recognized by the way you described it that you were thinking about something dramatic. That you,
I guess,
that and so I mean, I'm impressed. But now I have to say, I'm gonna. Why can't I copy this? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna copy again, and I'm gonna paste it in again. But I'm going to do fast and see what it does.
Oh, that's a good idea, because that was quality, so that makes sense. Yeah.
Now, this I expect to be no better than Sora 2. Maybe even not as good. Yeah. Or maybe it will be better, but there's no way it's going to be as good as the quality one. But that impressed the hell out of me.
Well, considering that it generated so much faster than Sora 2.
Yeah, and my God, you're right. That was less than half the time. Well, maybe half the time. And
I remember I did a prompt.
Version.
I did a prompt the other day where
this is getting close to 40% already.
I did a prompt the other day where I put the exact same thing in Sora and Veo, and started them pretty much at the same time. And Sora 3 finished faster than Veo did for the exact same prompt. So
Yeah.
that does actually impress me that it finished that prompt faster and it actually looks more dramatic than kind of what I was
Yeah.
expecting this to kind of look like.
When you did yours, what am I saying? We already know because you did yours in Sora. I also want to try another one, but in on the regular Gemini page with the exact same prompt again. Prompt. Sorry.
So I'm curious. I'm going to actually do this in Flow and see if mine comes out like yours did.
Yeah, that would be. First of all, I hope it doesn't come out exactly the same because that
Well,
would mean that it's very one-sided, and that would be not very fun to me.
So let's see.
But
That's
the same level of
one.
quality, I would hope. Are you using
you
fast, or are you going to use the quality?
I'm going to use quality. I'm going to try to replicate what you did. And you had 8 seconds, not 10. So I'll make that.
Yeah,
8.
because they still haven't gone to. I think they should expand that, but they haven't.
Yeah, so 3.1 quality landscape 1. Okay, so let's do
Yeah,
it.
make sure you only got one generation so you don't waste it.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Here we go. Let me know when you're done so I can start.
Oh, he's walking the other direction. That's hilarious.
Let's see. Okay, I would say that this is a toss-up between Veo 3 fast and Sora, because it's a matter of opinion. Again, the colors are a little deeper, but then again, I don't know what your colors actually look like on your screen. They're probably muted here.
Well, no, they're muted. I mean, I can tell the difference, but
Okay.
I'll give personally, and I'll tell you why. I'll give the second generation to Sora only because, again, I think if you were to actually look in that environment and you're walking towards the sun, like the prompt really kind of indicated, that's more or less what you see. That just looks like two, glowing boobs on the horizon.
It does. And
lined up next to each other.
Yeah, it has a little bit of cinematic, but they're too close together. Even in the other one, they're a little too close together. It's just that it was so well done in the quality one that cinematically you could forgive it. This one, on the other hand, while it still looks good, the quality is fantastic.
Yeah, I like the bushes. I like the
I don't.
Feet.
But you did say desert planet. You didn't say Mars.
Right.
So you never know what's going to grow there, but
that's true. But yeah, probably nothing's going to grow. But as far as the quality of the image,
I would edge Sora on that one between these two. But between this and the quality version, I give it. And keep in mind, you can enhance a prompt like this, so it's way more accurate. Now, I'm tempted to do it one more time after we look at what you're doing, of course.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
one more time on quality, but adding that extra cinematic crap to it instead. So go ahead and hijack the shit out of this.
Okay, so this is in Veo, exact same prompt.
Yours? It's exactly like mine.
Well, this is quality.
It's the same outcropping. I'm looking at mine and yours at the same time right now.
Well, but yours, the moons were different, and
But that same outcropping, it's like cut and paste.
Well, here, let's play it.
Yeah.
He's walking
You're walking
really fast.
faster. I like that. And I see a moon and a sun. I like that. They're a little too close together.
Well, it's got cinematic music.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And I like how it's got one moon a little further off in the distance. But so I can switch between my tabs here. So
I don't like the cut and paste outcroppings though. That's kind of stupid. Like it should have done better than that. But
yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that's kind of
even the reverse one is just reversed.
It's
like watching, it's like watching the Flintstones when he runs through the living room for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. So here's side by side. So
10 times.
Flow, Sora. You can see, obviously distributed.
This, again, there are things that I do like about the flow one I did with the quality version,
Yeah,
but this one here has the most realistic look if you were going to be in an environment like that
I would think so. Yeah.
in reality. Because if there were two suns, one of them is like a light year away from the other. They just look like they're close to you. So,
Yeah, and it is trying to represent the distance because one's smaller than the other.
but that again,
and
you can't judge it that way either. Two
well,
suns,
I'm just saying
yeah.
they're trying to, give an appearance
Yes.
of, and with all the dust in the air, it would definitely be totally
Hazy.
blotching out and hazy and blowing out
Yeah.
the sun like that.
and
for sure.
and the lack of cut and paste.
Yeah,
If you let it play again for the whole 10 seconds and see what I mean. No cut and paste. There isn't a single rock there that looks like another rock.
yeah,
That's
it's all
insane.
different.
Oh.
Is your second one got cut and paste like that, or is?
Yeah, it is my second one that's cut and paste. The first one is not cut and paste.
Oh, okay.
The first one's
okay.
actually pretty nice.
And see,
It's
that's
just
weird.
that
So this is quality.
The suns are unrealistic in mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just because I'm curious and I don't really care whether I have credits.
Did
or
you
not,
accidentally put the wrong one on?
No, I'm doing fast now. I want to see like what your fast and my
Yeah,
fast.
it does say quality on it. Yeah, so that is weird.
Yeah. It's just funny how, the rendering is like it's so different. It's like it doesn't replicate the same. Now, one thing too, where I just paused on this, look at the sun flare appearance, like coming
Yeah, I
across
know
the
that.
screen.
But you know what? That's not a sun flare. You know what that is?
Well,
it's
you know what
it's
I mean.
an it's an indication of if it was a filmmaker using an anamorphic lens.
Well, whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah. So yeah, while you're doing that, I'm also going to change this back to Veo 3.1 quality, and I am then going to hit the expand button in cinematic.
Oh yeah.
I'll
see what that
generate
does.
this while you're generating yours, and by the time we finish watching yours, mine should be done. Oh wow! Yeah, scene. I'm going to read mine while that's going. What it expanded to a scene. A solitary astronaut navigates the desolate, iron-rich surface of an alien world under the dramatic light of two setting suns. Visuals: the lone subject, clad in a highly detailed, slightly weathered white spacesuit and reflective gold visor, walks from left to right across a vast, monochromatic Martian red desert landscape, heavily textured with fine windswept. Good God, this goes on forever. It's several
Wow.
paragraphs. It mentions the camera extreme wide shot, establishing shot. The camera is set at a very low angle near the ground, and so on and so on and so on. Audio extremely minimal and atmospheric soundscape, emphasizing desolation and distance. And here's the thing about it. You have this expand. You don't have to go with it or get rid of it. You could type and add to it or remove something or change something. So where it says here extremely minimal and atmospheric sound, I could put I forgot the word, cinematic and like whatever, I don't know, whatever you use word, like I could put play to crescendo from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Play I could put played as a crescendo from beginning to end, and it'll change the entire scope of how it works. I should add that. No, I'm not gonna. I just want to see how it does on it.
Yeah. Go ahead and generate that while we're watching this, because that's obviously probably going to take a minute longer. But here's interesting. So now again, he's walking the other direction. He's walking the direction your first one did. Mine are flip flop. And this
better
does
sun
not
generation.
better sun generation. It does not look like it's doing that whole copy paste of the rocks. So let's play it. Cinematic
Well, I like
music.
the way the dust kicks up almost slow, even though it's not slow motion, indicating that the gravity might be lower there. Also, how much dust kicks up for just walking.
Yeah.
Again, an indication of possible low gravity and soft sand.
Not bad, not bad. And it's got the same kind of flary thing, whatever you want to call it.
Flary thing. Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, I think the moon generation or sun generation is actually much better in this one than it is in this one, because that one here doesn't even look like a sun. Honestly, it looks like just like a planet.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so let's switch over to yours. I'm really actually kind of anxious to see this cinematic.
32% left yet here, or 32% done. Pardon me. I'm just checking out how many credits I still have. 400. I only look at that when I'm not on there because I don't.
I still got 700 credits.
Parts of my name. 700, yeah. Well, I used a few more, so it's not bad. I was actually tempted to pay for the extra credits this one. I didn't even go past 50, and it's already done. Oh, this looks so cool. Again, I think I might like yours better, and yours is done in fast. But I am going to now share so we can see mine. I almost hit leave. Oh, my God. Hello. Sorry, we had a little dead air there for a second. I forgot to talk. Okay, so
it's a rarity,
back
folks.
to this. Oh, my goodness. And zoom. Anyways, here we go. Yeah, music's not bad.
It does have sunburst on the lens. And it moves.
Wow. Yeah. You got rid of the ridges.
Yeah, but look, it looks like look at the sand. It almost looks like he's walking and there's a wave forming as he's walking. Looks kind of weird. And there's no mountains. It's just all flat.
Yeah. What you're looking at, though, it's just how the shadow changes. I think that the mistake it's made is that it's gone a little too fast. Because, I mean...
Interesting.
Why would you walk that fast in that environment with all that stuff on? I mean, yeah, maybe it's not heavy. Maybe you're only at 40% gravity or 70% gravity or whatever, right?
Well, I'm curious to see how your Sora does. Why don't you copy that prompt and put it in Sora, but make it 10 seconds? And let's see how your Sora does, because...
let's do that.
That will be...
video.
And then we can watch a couple of your Soras while it's generating, because I know you've generated some funny stuff.
I don't know if I have any good ones right now. I'm so pissed off with the last few.
Well, see, I think they're all actually good, because they all have their own little unique, thing to them, whether it's good or bad, or, it's even the terrible ones just make me laugh. It's because you're like, what? Like, how's my arm coming out of the side of my head right now?
Well, for right now, I'm going to put stop sharing on there because I haven't done anything.
You got to...
Like, when I say a lot of crap, some of them make me look really bad because for some reason it knew I had gained a few pounds, but it made me look like I gained twice as much as I did.
Oh, every single one of mine puts weight on me. It's like it thinks the camera is going to add 10 pounds, and it does.
10
every
pounds,
single one
add like 80 pounds to me.
Oh, whatever. Every one of my Sora stuff, I'm heavier in my Sora videos than I am in real life, and I don't know why. Who cares?
I don't know either. Okay. Let me just find the right one. Oh, I was just right there. Okay. No.
Did you start the prompt first?
Yeah, I did. I'm just trying to find this. Oh, great. There's no way to. You can't actually. Okay, there we go. All right. It plays automatically as soon as you touch it. So I'm just trying to start in the right spot, so you're not like, what the hell's going on there? Well, you're probably still gonna say that when you
just let it play over. I mean, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. And yes, this time I'm using my cameo in this one. You can actually see what I put here. Telling a 6-foot-tall anthropomorphic squirrel, how many times do I have to tell you I don't have any nuts? So here he goes. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing again.
That's rough.
Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have... How many times do I have to tell you? I don't have any spare nuts.
You sure? You always got a stash somewhere.
Not today. I finished the last bag yesterday.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
That is pretty good. Oh, man.
I think it...
Now, this is supposed to be me playing blues. I'm not even really playing the thing. And the drummer's playing like air cymbals. Let me see if I can. I did like you could scroll on this.
I'm so sick and tired of this. It's too damn hot.
See, I don't know why it did like the back is static. It's like it's a
that.
green screen. I don't. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And to put this in perspective, Veo didn't screw this up. Veo did a pretty decent job of it.
Yeah.
Wait, why can't I only see 3? I can't scroll any more than just
using 1, 2, 3,
4
4 as a password is just plain stupid. It's the very first thing anyone trying to break in will guess. It's like leaving the front door wide open. You need something longer, letters. Look, using 1.
The look on your face when you look at me, like, huh?
Really? What's wrong with that?
I better change my password.
At least we wait another month before Thanksgiving. I'm just saying.
Okay, wait. This is a little joke because I'm Canadian. He's American. We celebrate Thanksgiving at the proper time. Americans don't. I'm just kidding. Everybody loves their Thanksgiving and their turkey. But yeah, anyway, so it's a running joke, about who celebrates Thanksgiving when it's the right time. So
Fair enough. Too soon for Christmas. At least we wait another month before Thanksgiving. I'm just saying. Fair enough.
there's not much to it, but you get it. If you know, right? If you have American friends or you're American, you have Canadian friends, then you get it, right?
Hey. Oh yeah, it's when Trump didn't win the Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
But of course,
notice the prompt. All I put is presidential figure sitting at his desk in his office, crying like a little baby. I should have said wearing a red tie
and orange hair. I wonder if it would have.
I just don't know what else to do anymore. I mean, does Sora even work anymore after they stripped half the features?
Depends what you mean by work. It still runs, sure, but the workflow's
Why
sluggish
is it
and
me
the
talking?
automation's gone.
Exactly.
My
Not
voice,
the
though.
automation.
Yeah.
It's the fancy.
So that's a screw up. That was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Robert.
Anyway,
Sora 2 doesn't work for anymore. Well, we should keep trying until it does work. Bullshit.
That's a very accurate conversation too between the two of us.
Pretty much.
How many times?
Yeah, I got to get back to the top here so I can see. That's probably done by now. Oh, I know. I don't have to do it that way. I can just scroll back. There we go. Yeah, it's done. All right, let's get into this. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh,
sun's
I like that.
Well, no, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. I'm actually impressed with that. And I like that it's not the same as yours. I'm going to post that one. Yeah, I like it that it didn't come out the same as yours. It was vastly different.
Yours has feet print in the sand. Mine does not.
Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, and you can see it. They're actually happening in real time.
Yeah.
It's not like they just happened to already be there or something. Camera angle changes too. It sweeps low.
Yeah, into the
sun flares and sun glare.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, in both cases of Sora being done, I liked that it had the astronaut walking towards the sun. It has a more realistic feel to it, and I see what you mean. It's definitely got more color than what you see. Like people are viewing it, they're not going to see as much.
Yeah, probably when
but it's
we
still muted
post,
in comparison to Veo.
Right.
But it's not that it's bad. It looks more realistic.
Yeah. I agree. I
think
so the Sora is impressive.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to go with pure quality, I still say that Veo 3.1 quality is the tiny bit better. But if you want to get a little more realistic on it and you keep your prompt relatively simple and or relatively detailed, then you're going to get a pretty close to the same result. Or you might end up with something that maybe the quality is not technically as good, but cinematically it might be what you want.
I'm going to try this prompt right here.
What's that?
It says a futuristic city at sunset, flying cars weaving through glowing skyscrapers, cinematic lighting.
Oh, yeah. Bring it on. We might have to
Jeez.
make this the last one though, because we're going a pretty good distance in time, and I do have to get up first thing in the morning.
You start having fun, and time goes by so fast. All right, well that's generating there. So, but yeah, I think and obviously there's so many of these things that are super. Oh, this one's funny. Here, I'm gonna steal the screen share while this is doing. I do want to show you this one because we were so busy the other day. I created this one and sent it to my coworkers. He and I were just like busting out these, jobs that kept coming in, for tickets. And I'm like, I said, this is what we're doing right now. Okay, so it's this one here. So, okay, let's play.
That's 4 phones going at once. And the board's climbing like a slot machine. Plus whatever they're hammering out. It's driving me insane. Yeah, I can feel it in my teeth. I'm done. Insane. Let it out. That's 4 phones.
Okay, little context. They're doing construction across the street from our building. And all day long it's where they're breaking up, rock constantly all day long. It's so annoying. Phones are ringing off the wall, tickets flying. And that's why I said my prompt says he and I sitting at our desks in a support call center with the phone ringing constantly and the ticket board filling up with tickets. There's also this constant pounding from some construction that's really pissing them off. And they both get really mad, turn into huge creatures. They go smash the construction equipment. And that's what it gave me. And that was actually pretty accurate. And that's exactly what he looks like too. It's just like unbelievable. It's so crazy to me. This thing's faster than Amazon Prime. I didn't prompt that. It just said that.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I again, even the bad ones are so funny to me.
Sometimes they are. Like I've got some really bad ones that are some of the funniest things I've ever seen. But then again, some of them are absolutely terrible. You know what? It's funny you mentioned that. I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I feel like need to say this now. Next time we play Battlefield, there's a video I watched on how you fly a helicopter, and it is so simple a baby could do it. I'm not kidding. But I mentioned that because I was thinking about all the crap, the funny things, and I thought, I'm pretty sure I did save a video, and I wish it was AI video because I would share it if it was an AI video, but fortunately it was gameplay, and that's when I was trying to fly the helicopter, and it ended up upside down, and you were dumb enough to get in my helicopter. I warned you not to.
Yeah, you see what I said about me and my boss right here? It starts morphing my face to look like him. See, I mean, it's like, that because that does not look like
here?
This one right here.
Oh,
in the middle.
What? That's you in the middle?
Yeah, it's supposed to be me in the middle, and it kind of starts out like me
Jeff
in the middle.
Bezos there.
Well, I guess that works because it's origin.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible! Look at the coast sliding away. The horizon's bending. Look at that curve.
Horizon's bending. Look at the curve.
For a split second, there you actually turned into Buzz Aldrin. It was only for like a split second, but play it again. You'll see what I mean. Right as you start to slide up.
It didn't cut off. Leaving the pad. Feel that push.
Wait till you slide up and you'll see.
This is incredible. Look at the coast sliding away. The horizon's bending.
Right
Look at
there.
That curve.
Did you see it?
And there it is. Engine cut off.
He turned into Buzz Aldrin for a split second. Oh no! I think the video I tried to make isn't going to work. It's doing that thing where it spins around, but it isn't showing the progress yet. I wanted it to be finished before we're finished the video.
And this one right here is one I made.
You already showed this.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
We're punching through the clouds. Oh, this is
wild. No, I pointed it out in the list, but I didn't play it. And you can see my hands are completely all deformed. Like they're so whack.
I didn't notice because I was thinking the entire time that you're claiming to be in space. And all I could think of was Katy Perry. I'm sorry, Katy, if you ever see this video. I am a fan. I love you. Okay. Anyways. I don't want Katy Perry to hate me.
Okay, so here it just
I
finished.
shouldn't give a shit about me, but I don't want her to hate me. It's a bit cartoony, but
yeah, I was gonna say too. Yeah, that's too much AI, too fakey. Fakey, is that a word?
fakey. It isn't. It is if you're a snow or a skateboarder or a snowboarder,
Yeah.
or probably both.
Yeah, no. At any rate, you guys can see that these generators are fun. They can do an awesome job. Sometimes they do awesomely horrible job. But it's one thing that I keep hearing people say, and this is so true. This is the worst it's ever going to be. It's never going to be this bad, and it's already pretty amazing. So can you imagine in another year what it's going to look like? It's just going to be unreal. Absolutely unreal. I did an avatar, excuse me. I did an avatar of myself today with HeyGen and did an 8-minute video talking at work like it's a podcast, because he wants me to start doing some podcast stuff at the office. And it looks just like me. The lips move very well. You can tell a little bit in some things, and it's got a little bit of repetitive eyebrow movement. But even my coworkers were like, holy shit, this is just like you talking. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I did the whole thing, an 8-minute video, start to finish, posting to YouTube in like an hour. To do that in how I used to do my videos would be hours to do that. Hours.
Well, yeah. And I mean, it really is incredible. I actually made a video. What did I do with it? It's probably on my phone. If I backed it up, then I can go into my Google Photos and I can show you. And I actually do want to, because while it's not perfect, it kind of sets it right. Let me just do a quick check here. Find it properly. Oh, wait. Sorry. I have to check on my phone first, because it probably is in a folder that's not shared, but I'd have to move it. No, it is there, I think. Hang on. Yeah, it's there. Okay, it's backed up. So that should be easy. And I was actually going to post this, and I was debating back and forth, and I kind of wish I had, because in reality, it would have been a good advertisement for this. I'm going to just make sure I don't have anything on here, because it's like personal stuff here.
Make sure your credit card's showing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. and that 1 2 3 4 password that we talked about.
Yeah,
in the video.
right.
Okay. Fugal Godos. All right. So share. And then I will come back here and play this.
Join us this week for On the Pairing Mode.
We're going to do real-time demonstrations of AI video generation.
And that's pretty much the long and short of it. But it's just cool, because like you said, it's only going to get better. And we can redo these cameos. I was going to say camels. Cameos. So inevitably you end up with a better picture and your voice comes out better. I'm just hoping that since they're doing this, they allow you to clone your voice better, because it's not a full clone. It's just kind of like you count a couple of numbers and then it goes with that. So it makes mistakes. There's a couple I showed and a couple you showed where it wasn't my voice at all. A couple you showed of yourself where it wasn't your voice at all.
Yeah.
And a couple where it was. There's some that are like dead on you and you're like, oh, wait a minute. That's exactly what I sound like. And other ones where you go, that's not me at all.
Yeah, I agree. And you're just like, or like it'll merge two voices like it did with us in one video. It's like, again, it's not perfect, and I don't expect to be perfect. So I don't really care. It's a lot of fun. Some of the stuff is very usable. I've seen people create amazing videos, but their prompt is like that prompt you got out of Veo 3 when you were doing the cinematic. It's like this long, it's like half a page prompt with super detailed specifics. And then it comes out with this amazing video. I just don't have the time nor probably the ability to create such an amazing prompt. So at any rate.
But I did get one good one here, though. So we got to have this one more. This is the one I made a while ago that I was trying to get to go. So here we are. If I can get it. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong.
Can't match that. Watch the Jets this year. They've got depth everywhere. Up front, on the blue line, even in goal. They roll 4 lines and Hellbite keeps them in every game. Nashville just can't match that. I'm with you. Watch the Jets this year. They've got depth everywhere.
Of
I
course.
couldn't resist. I couldn't
Of
resist.
course.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got our ass kicked the other night. against
But
Maple
here's the thing.
Leafs.
I expected it to make me saying it and you agreeing with it. Instead, it
Yeah.
had you praising the Jets and me going, I couldn't agree more, which was pretty much how last year went.
Yep.
Now, in this case, that was your voice. And the tiny little bit where I said I agree was, again, my voice. But that doesn't always come out that way. So it was good enough this time. So,
Yeah.
what's your take on it so far? Who do you think? I don't want to say one. It wasn't really a battle, but who do you think edged who?
I kind of go on the side of realism a little bit. And as far as that one we did with the planet, I think Sora won that. But
I have to agree.
if you're looking for dramatic, Veo 3.1 killed it in that first one. I think it was even better than the quality one.
I think personally that it was so close because of the differences. That is also something that you're going to. It's subjective.
Very
I think it
subjective.
was close enough that it was extremely subjective, and you got some people that will look at the worst quality one that we saw today versus the best quality one, and they would disagree and flip them. And based on that alone, I'm giving it a complete tie.
I agree with that.
Fly, really?
It's it's really about what you want too. Like maybe I'm looking for something a little more muted, a little more realistic, and you're looking for something a little more dramatic and exaggerated or something.
And again, if you do these videos, you can always take a look at that and you can go, you know what, I want to do it again, and I'm going to give it a better instruction. I'm going to tell it I want it to be more muted, or I'm going to tell it I want it to be more dramatic. I'm going to tell it I want him walking to the sun and not the side to, have it be a tracking shot. If it's a tracking shot, then you're going to probably walk and the suns are going to be visible the entire time. If you tell it it's a following shot, give it the instruction that you want it to do a pan up or a pan down or a sweep up or a sweep down, like that last one we watched of yours from Sora, where it did the sweep down effect. Or was that mine? No, mine was the last one for Sora. They did the sweep down effect. So it started from higher and swept down to a lower look.
My biggest complaint with all of these is I think they should be 15 seconds. Sometimes 8 or 9, 10, it'll cut off a sentence that should be easily read within a 10-second thing. But I think if they do 15 seconds, you'd probably get a way more quality
of the things
video.
would be good. But I also think that in probably within the year, we're probably going to see it normal to be able to generate 20 to 30-second videos. You probably have to be like on paid plans to get 30-second videos. But free ones should be 15 seconds or maybe, a monthly allotment of up to 20 seconds. Paid ones should give you a bigger allotment of 20 seconds and at least X amount of 30-second generations.
Well, if you think about it, a 30-second video, that used to be the typical, YouTube short, Instagram, TikTok, X. I mean,
now they're less. Some of them are less than 2 seconds now.
They can be, but I mean, a 30-second video was pretty common, and you could actually fit a lot more in a 30-second video than you think.
No, you can. 30 seconds is enough to get your message across. And how do we say it like that? Well, it's very simple. Why do you think they chose 30 seconds for commercials?
Right.
I mean, this was something they made up their mind way back in like the 1950s or something like that. Well, technically, it was more like the 60s, but because 30 seconds worked out to we can put 2 commercials instead of 1. Or if we're going to do 2 whole minutes, because originally it would be 2 minutes of commercials, by the way. Oh, nowadays, if you watch TV, you'll notice it's 5 minutes commercials and 3 minutes of programming. But it's the 30 seconds meant that you could do 4 commercials instead of 2. So while one car company back in 1959 would pay X amount of dollars for that entire 4 minutes of commercial time, you now have 4 that would pay 30% of that cost for 30 seconds. So when you add it up, you make more money. So 30 seconds became extremely popular. It was also better for the radio because they start talking about cars for 4 minutes on the radio. You either turn it down, you turn it off and go do the dishes.
Yeah, well, it's
back in those days.
Yeah, but it gives into the short attention span, number one.
Yeah.
And number two, you can get your point across and build.
Exactly.
You're all you're really wanting to do is build curiosity to go, I need to check that out more. That wasn't enough time, but yet you give them enough time to generate that thought of, I want to know more.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you remember any old commercial jingles from the 70s and 80s?
Oh, not right off the top of my head. I'm sure I could think of some.
No, but you'd probably recognize the ones you do, and you'd probably get them in your head. I remember tons of them. Why?
Yeah.
Because they're 30 seconds long. If they were 4-minute songs, I probably wouldn't remember any of them.
Right.
You know, because you lose interest. 30 seconds is enough to actually go sometimes, because you don't necessarily want to see the commercials, but the ones with really good jingles or dialogue, you do remember.
Sometimes you do.
I still remember the words to Landau Lincoln Mercury's Christmas jingle. I used to look forward to. When I'd first hear it, I'd be, it's definitely getting close to Christmas. Right after Halloween, they'd start playing, we'd like to wish you all the best from all of us at Landau Lincoln Mercury. And it would repeat like 8 times for the 30-second commercial. But they changed the chorus of it, or the verse of it, a couple of times, or each week it'd be like they'd have 5 or 6 different ones and they'd play a different one. But it was based off a jingle that they made years before that had nothing to do with Christmas. They just expanded it because it used to be a 15-second spot that they cut down to only about 7 seconds as a spot, like when a show's playing, if they were the what's the word I'm looking for? The sponsor. So the sponsor.
Well,
of a program.
we spent 2 minutes talking about a car commercial that was supposed to be 30 seconds. So
that's right. You get the point now. Could have said that in 30 seconds. That's the point. Let's get out of here. We've gone way past. I think this is the longest one we've ever done. So you know what? You need to like, subscribe. Let us know if you want us to do more of this kind of thing. You want to see more demonstrations. We can give you maybe next. You know what? Whatever else comes up, we'll talk about. But we should do that new Microsoft comparison thing, because that tool is available online and we can show that easily.
Yeah, I'll have to
as well as comparing some of the other image generations natively, on your apps and computers. And whatever other news comes up. So from what is not quite as warm anymore, Toronto, Canada, but still not too bad, I'm Lionel.
And I am Robert from It's Cooling Off, Nashville.
And it was dead air in between us, but that's okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, hey, we will see you guys next week. Peace.